Cochell. We got this Summer Breeze with a hard-run sample of 51 laugh recordings that changes the sound level. Sort of what gives the laughness to laughter. I was shown this task by my talented undergraduate. Let me get this right. Discourages such vocal gymnastics, though you can also easily switch note types in mid-laugh as ha ha ha, or the more exotic ha ha ho. Variations of laugh notes when they occur most often involve the first or last note in a sequence. Thus cha 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 or ha ha ho laughs are possible or terms and are almost easy to pronounce as homogeneous. Ha 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 or ho ho ho. Let's now consider the fine structure of laughter as revealed in the sound spectra. The most striking feature of the laugh note spectrum is the vertical stacks of horizontal stripes are immediately recognizable as a harmonic series, meaning that each stripe is a multiple of a low fundamental frequency, the bottom stripe. Thus, the harmonics of a 200 Hz tone, the fundamental would be 400 Hz. The first harmonic, the 600 Hz, the second harmonic, etc. God damn it. Women's laughter usually has a high fundamental frequency, a finding consistent with women's high-pitched voices. The harmonics of women and children are more widely spaced than those of men because each is a multitude of a higher fundamental frequency. I just like to say the Summer Breeze, not and not Phil Howell, dude, because I remember Pentagram, Lightning in a Bottle, and the other one, let me get it. I forget. An experiment with digitally modified laughs reveals that a weak sigh precedes and follows all laugh notes. This work was conducted with the assistance of Mike Seri, director of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County's recording studio. Using a digital sound editing and analysis system, Mike removed the laugh notes and recorded the laugh and closed the gap previously occupied by the nose. Imagine stripping the laugh beads, leaving a naked string. When we listened to the edited laugh sans nose, we heard a long and voiced breathy aspiration, a sigh. A normal experience. This sign goes unnoticed because it's masked by the loud blasts of the adjacent laugh nose. The negligible contribution of the pre-note aspirations to the sound of laughter was demonstrated by editing out the sound surrounds laugh notes, leaving only the naked nose beads, separated by intervals of sounds. The resulting laughter sounded normal. Thus, the critical information of the identification of laughter is born by the notes and by the time interval separating them. The breathy sound that initiates and follows each laugh note serves no communication function and is probably a byproduct of laugh note production. Early research saw that the vocal mechanism conspires against the production of mixed note laughs. Now let's consider vocal restraints in the time domain. It is difficult to laugh with the abnormally long note durations, such as ha ha ha, or normally short pizzicato-like durations, much less than 1/15 second note length. As with note type ha ha ho, variations most often involve the beginning or end of a laugh episode. Ha 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 or ha 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 are like the variations, but not ha ha ha. The string of laugh notes beads looks basically the same whether you scan it from left to right or right to left along the horizontal time axis. The temporal symmetry suggests that an audio recording of laughter should sound similar, whether played in the usual forward direction or in reverse. Indeed, ha 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 played backward on a tape recorder still sounds like ha ha ha. It certainly maintains its pulsative character and fares better than speech, which becomes unintelligible in reverse. The unvoiced sound associated with the beginning of the vowel-like laugh notes, ha is described in English, may arise in part with our auditory system as the product of the rapid onset of the note. Otherwise, it would still sound like ha when reversed. Additional indirect Evidence of laugh note symmetry is found in comparison of musical laugh notes in different languages. Borrowing from the opera below, we learn, for example, that in Italian, laughter is noted as ah in contrast to ha in parallel English translation. The Italian language has no equivalent sound. Although I put the proposition normal test with English and Italian speakers probably differ more in perception and production of the species' typical laugh sound. The opera literature was a source of other laughs, etc. We therefore accept, for example, that laughter is ah in French, or hi, ha, ho, or e in German, za in Russian, and hey in Czech, and yet the resulting vocalization is essentially the same. One aspect of laughter is certainly not temporal symmetry as loudness. It's certainly here reverse laughter proceeding to a dramatic and bizarre sounding crescendo, sounding a bit like a woody woodpecker laugh. In our lifelong casual experiences of normal laughter, we never notice the corresponding decrescendo it takes the prompt to hear laughter to attend to the phenomenon. The decrescendo of normal laughter is probably caused by running out of air or laugh notes later in the sequence. Although laughter is stereotyped, it's not totally flexible. People laugh in different ways at different times of expressing social, grammatical, and emotional nuance. However, our machine analysis would be hard-pressed to detect the subtle sonic distinctions between sly, wicked, ironic, gay, hearty, and sardonic laughter, especially when essential cues may be contextual. Other shadings may be specific to the native language of the laugher. Such differences may involve note attenuation, inflection, or pitch, rather than the neuromuscular processes that blast up in the universal rhythm of ha ha ha. Individual differences also exist. A person's laughter is probably as distinctive as his speaking voice. After considering laughter's central tendencies, those common features that we all share, I begin to crave some exotica, those specific people who are graced with bizarre sounding laughs. I am not referring to individuals who laugh too much or inappropriately, but those whose vocal trumpeting pushes the envelope of weirdness. These are the people who can make your day. Their honks, snorts, and brays are guaranteed to trigger a storm of contagious laughter, like a Jack in the Box. The possessors of such vocal gifts may, however, value their performance separately, fearing the mirthful eruption that may bring unwelcome attention, if not ridicule. People with such unusual laughs can make a valuable scientific contribution. They establish the extremes of the distribution and may reveal how normal laughs are produced. For example, some individuals with long, honking brain laughs neither voice nor chop the exhalation of laughter in their nose. Their laughter is one long, breathy aspiration, as if the sound of the laugh note is sustained without the vowel-like. Other export variants may involve sustained laugh notes, ha ha ha, unusually long, short, or irregular internote intervals, a disruption of the punctuation mechanism that relates to the time of sharing laughter and speak. This is Jeff Cochell. We got the Summer Breeze back. A night at the opera, among the murder and mayhem, you hearing lusting and dying in the musical melodrama of opera. Singers are sometimes allowed an occasional chuckle, yuck, or titter. But are these musically notated laughs useful data? Can we tap the fabled musical powers of the Mozart to capture the essence of laughter? Does the composer of Die Vogel produce insights into Die Chaussee? And what about Puccini, Purcell, Rossini, or Strauss? God damn it, dude. A musical score is a set of instructions to an instrumental or vocalist about the duration, pitch, and shape of a sound to be produced. To the scientist, a musical score is a quantitative description of the distribution of behavior in time. If you know the time signature, metronome marking, note value, whole, half, quarter note, and pitch, you can represent the now. This is a novel insight in the days before oscilloscopes and sound spectrographs or anthologies. use music notation to represent bird song. So how accurate is musical notation in describing the human song of laughter? Repertoire of laughter. The concept examining the arithmetic conversation of giggles and acoustic data seems straightforward and fun. The problem is in finding laugh passages among the tens of thousands of weird opera scores. Over the course of several years, I assembled a wide-ranging sample of 60 operas and vocal works that had laughing in their scores, libretto or recorded performance. What did I find in this compilation of operatic laughter? As the house lights dim and the velvet curtains part, sit on your pricey front center seat and get ready for a wild ride. Much operatic laughter occurs in a decidedly grim setting, far from the light-hearted chirping and spirited Johann Strauss's laughing song. Mihai Marquis, French feminist critique. Catherine Clement, Thesis of Opera, or The Undoing of Women. But opera is responsible at various times for the undoing of almost everyone. As Bugs Bunny once said, what would you expect in an opera? A happy ending?